Hi everyone, it's Will here, and today I'm going to show you guys my TM Books and Video VHS collection as of June 1st, 2025. And I know a lot of people wanted me to do my 2025 TM VHS collection, so this is for you guys. Let's just jump straight in with the first bin of tapes. So here we go. Toy Trains and Big Trains, 94 release, print date. I Love Toy Trains 5. This is the 2002 VHS. 2002 VHS, but a 2005 reprint. Print date is September 2nd, 2005. I Love Toy Trains 4, the 1997 printing, second edition. I Love Toy Trains 1, the 2000 VHS, the Rio version, the later one. Now we have a box set. This one is parts 1, 2, and 3, 2000 box set, and it has the 2000 prototype versions in there. Yeah. Okay. Here's part 1. Uh, Part 2. Yeah, these would be 2000 prototype versions, the early 2000 versions. And part 3. I thought that's one piece in the real, but it's not. Anyway, Outco Trains 2. This is the 1998 HSC. Yeah. Same with 3, 1998, and 4. Once again, 1998. I'm still looking for a copy of one that's like this. Hopefully, I can get it soon. Here's Isle of Christmas, 1998 release. I mean, 98 release, 99 reprint. Has the MTH electric train screen in the end before the credits. But I'm gonna put these back, so I'm gonna pause the recording and then keep going once I put them back. So be back in a couple seconds. Okay, so that was the first part of the 4 piles of this bin. So here's the second pile, starting off with the actual Isle of Toy Train Spy 2002 VHS. Here's the back. Uh, Rails to Paradise, 1996 release, original version of the Great Montana Train Ride. I don't think there's a piece in on that one. Here's the Century Line on Trains Festival version. This has both parts combined into one 60-minute program. Here's the Atlas O 21st Century Track System tape. I think I'm the only TM user that has this tape as of now. There may be some other people, non-TM users, but I know that I'm the only one that has that. Same with Rails to Paradise and the Century Lionel Festival version tapes. Okay, anyway. The Magic of Lionel, part 1. This is the original 93 release, where it just says the Magic of Lionel. Here's the recovered, well, the alternate cover version of Great Twitch and Layouts of America Part 4. It says 91, but I think it's 1993. The label says 1993, so there's that. Another box set. This is the 97. This is where I keep my 97 copies of parts one, two, and three in. Of or trains one, two, and three, of course. Here's part one. Yep, 97. Uh, Part two. Once again, 97 version. These two have the normal reels, normal sized reels, I should say. But if I get it out, if part three, however, has the oversized reels. So, of course, I guess. Ah. And the last one for this bin is the original release of the History of Lionel Trains, the actual 1989 print. As I found out earlier this year, the copy that we had since like 2018 is actually like a 91 release because it has like footage from like the making of the Scale Hudson and some other like the Lionel Showroom layout footage. So this is the true 1989 print. Ah, let's go. And this actually has a day and year code, the 340th day of 1991. So once again, I'm going to pause the recording and then come back once I'm finished putting these away. So yeah. Okay, on to the next pile. Here's the Olive Court Trains 5, 2000, the late 2000 VHS, 2000 Rio. Not much to say there. Olive Court Train 6, the 2005 VHS, with a print date of November 3rd, 2005. Whoops. I accidentally dropped that tape, but it's still good. Yeah. Whoops. I dropped that tape accidentally, but it's all good. Here's the part one Alpha Train 1 2005 VHS. Had to put this in the new show. September 30th, 2005 was the print date on that tape. Here's part two, 2005 VHS. Print date of I think it's yeah, September 2nd, 2005, much like five, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the same print date. But anyway, here's the Isles Four Trains one constructive playthings tape from 1999. And we got part four, 2000, like late 2000 slash 2002 release. Part three, same thing, late 2002. I mean, 2002, sorry. Part two, 2002. And it's also recycled because it has a boatload of blank film at the end. Part one, 2002. Part three, late 2000s slash 2001. And the last one for this area of the first bin is the part two, late 2000s slash 2001 VHS. Has the 94 end label, oddly enough, but a 2000 style tape. So once again, I'm going to pause the recording. Okay, on to the last pile of this bin, starting with the Fun Thrills and American Flyer clamshell version, although this one's actually a reprint, as you can see. 2002 version, 2002 reprint. Here's more Big Trains and Toy Trains, or Toy Trains and Big Trains. Original 94 copy. You got Isle of Toy Trains 4, the first edition 1997 release. Isle of Toy Trains 3, Canadian. 1994, cartridge number 1 out of 4. Part 2 Canadian, 94, 3 out of 4 this time for the cartridge number. I also got part 1, 94 Canadian. Cartridge number is also 1 out of 4. And the top is kind of ripped here, but that's okay. And oh yeah, and we got another Bob Toy Trains 1 box set. I mean, 1, 2, 3 box set, but part 1 does say the. So this is the original 94 box set. And on the 97 one, they removed the second the from Tom McComa's producer of the Great Toy Train Layout series. So here's part 1. The top has been ripped off in this one. As you know, I did a rare closing to this tape a couple months ago that had the shuffling color bars in black and white for some reason. Here's part 2, 94, and part 3, 94. Oops. There we go. Yep. And the last tape for this bin is the true original Alpha Trains 1 1993 VHS. The one with the different footage and stuff. And once again, in case you were wanting to know what it looks like, here's your answer. I know the screen is kind of bright because I'm using Zoom to record this, but whatever. Get it back in. Here we go. Okay, so that was it for this bin right here. But I have 2 more bins to go through, so I'll stop the recording and then I'll keep going with it. So yeah. All right. Bin number 2. Let's go. So we'll show this part first. Toy Trains 4, 5, and 6 special edition, 90 minute, 1999. I put a homemade end label on there because yeah. Um it, the 2002 tape master disc is exactly the same, so I put it in a older tape shells because our older tape shell version was kind of damaged at the beginning, but yeah. Anyway, here's the actual Out of Christmas 1998. For some reason, the label just says Out of Christmas and doesn't have any TM information on it. The end label, I should say. Here's Isle of Big Trains Part 2 from 2003. No print date. Here's the extremely rare Isle of Toy Trains 1, 2, and 3, 1996. I think 1996 UK tape. I also had to put this in a new shell. And hold on. Okay, here's the 89 History of Lionel Trains tape that I talked about. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, the 91 train. Never mind. This one is printed. Oh wait, it has no print. It doesn't have print dates. Oh, gosh. Here's the making of the Scale Hudson, original 1991 release. Yeah, no print date either. Here's the 1991 Lionel video catalog. This way. And here's the 92 Lionel video catalog. And the final one for this one is the new Lionel showroom layout and how it was built 1993 release. Pause the recording once again. So, yeah. All right, let's keep going. So I have three tapes down here. Toy Train View 3. This one will be easier to put away because, yeah, here we go. Toy Train View 2. Yes. There we go. And original line on movie 1, 1991 tape. There. Okay. Christmas, the 1997 release. And of course, I also have the original 96 release of it too. And we got the two box sets, six tape sets. So first is Flow Trains 1 through 6. Yeah, it's facing the wrong way back here. I don't really care. And the back looks like that. So here's part one. All of these are the 1999 versions. Because the box set was originally released in 99, so that's why I did that. There's two, three, 4, 5, and 6. And then I also have can get it out, Great Torture and Layouts of America box set from probably 1993, I assume, because part 6 was released that year. So here's part 1, the 93 version, I should say, because I have their original 89 one. There's two other versions. There's 2. This one has a print date, November 28th, 1989. 3. This one also has a print date, February 5th, 1991. 4. Yeah, sorry. 5. Sorry about that. Great Torch only has 5 tape fell on the computer, so that's why it um stopped recording though. Anyway, and 6. Okay, now I can stop recording. Okay, on to the next pile. Off Toy Trains 10, 11, and 12. 2005 VHS. Print date November 2nd, 2005. I Love Toy Trains 5, 1998 release. The first edition. And of course, I also have the second edition. I know that some of the spines are the same, but I like to, yeah. 6, 1998 original. And it also comes with a uh, insert, which I won't show because of time. 7, original 19, part 7, original 1989 release. Parts 1, 2, and 3, original 1997 tape. I also have the Blockbuster 1997 release. the 2000 printing. Still don't have the 1999 DVD. I would love to get that someday, but for now, I don't have it. The 2002 VHS and the 2005 VHS. The print date of June 21st, 2005. So I'm going to pause the recording once again. I'm actually going to decide to move to this side so that way it'll be easier to show. Choo Choo Barn and History Mile Railroading from 1992. Toy Train Review number 4, I think. Yes, Toy Train Review number 4. This is a 93 sticker label re-release. And we got Toy Train Review number 5. Also a 93 sticker label re-release. Toy Train Review number 6. The case for this one is broken because I dropped it at one point. Toy Train View number 7. Toy Train View 8. Toy Train View 9. Toy Train View 11. And Toy Train View 12. So I have, of course, all 12 Toy Train View volumes. And this one, Toy Train View 1, is in there. So don't worry, I have that. Anyway, Great Toy Train Layouts in America Part 1 Betamax. It says 1988, but I think it's like 1990. Print date is April 17th, 1990. Here's Celebrity Trim Layouts, Frank Sinatra, 2002. Model Train Layouts, Model Train Layouts by Clark Dunham, 2000, or the layouts of Clark Dunham. But unlike Sean Mass's and Davis's copies, this is actually a 2002 reprint. So, yeah. This next one comes in this Sony case. It's the TM Highlight the 60-minute video sampler tape from 1993. Here's the history of Lionel Mono Railroading. This one's an EP mode. I used to have a copy that was in LP mode, but that wasn't in hi-fi, so that's why I got the EP mode version. Here's the Outcap Machines Parts 1 and 2 two-tape set. Here's part 1 and part 2. And speaking of two-tape sets, here's the Century of Lionel two-tape set from 2000. Right. Part 1 and 2. Sorry. Got 2 more down here. See, here is Toy Train View 1. And the mid to late 80s release of Lionel the Movie 1. This one also has a print date, January 24th, 1989. So I'm gonna put these away now. So now we get to the last pile of this bin, starting off with the Pilot Flow Train 7, 8, and 9 2001 VHS. However, it's a reprint. Here's the Isle of Flow Trains 4, 5, and 6 box set, originally from 2001, I think, for like 2000s. Maybe, no, 1999. Here's 4. This is where I keep my early 2000 versions of 4, 5, and 6. Here's 5. And here's 6. Well, this 6 is actually the later 2000 version because I don't have an early 2000 version of 6 yet, but I'm willing to bet it probably exists. Here's the Olive Toy Trains 4 2005 VHS. Really rare tape right here. This one actually has a print date error, but it still plays the 2005 program anyway. So yeah, here's the Isle of Toy Trains 7, 7, 8, and 9 box set. This one is from 2001. Here's 7. This is where I keep the later versions of 7, 8, and 9. Here's 8. And here is 9. The only copy of part 9 that I found at the moment. But still. Now we have the I Love Big Trains, part one, 2002 tape, original printing. And the last tape in this pile is the original 1994 release of the remaking of the 1949 Lionel Showroom layout. Okay, I'm almost done. I have one more bin to go through, so be back in a second. Okay, one more pile. I can do this. So let's go. First off, we got 3 clamshells right here. History of Lionel Trains 1999 clamshell release. I also have the slipcover version, which I'll show soon. The original 1988 release of Great Toy Chain Layouts of America Part 1. Print date January 20th, 1989. Pretty sure that's the same print date as the Lionel one, the movie one that I showed. Here's Toy Train View 3 but the Betamax. Go. That in slowly. There. Okay. Actually, let's move over here for these slipcovers. Here's the 2003 release of the Lino Ready to Run train set instruction video. How to build toy train layouts. I love big machines too. The original 2000 release of I Love Toy Trains 8. The one I showed was a 2002 print, of course, because it having the trains on the top. Oh, and the FBI warning screen also starts like abruptly. It like cuts in, containing like the last third of the music. Anyway, here's part 11. The Final Show. I did get a 2006 copy of The Final Show a couple of years ago when I got my Part 12 2005 VHS, which are so soon, but I think this still had the original 2004 tape master. So there's that. Here's the Olive Con Machines Part 1, 2004 VHS, another rare tape. Actually, this one is another springs on the top. Great Toy Train Layouts of America, Part 1, 1998. Printing. Lionel Movie 3, 1997, of course. And the 2004 version of the Ready to Run Lionel Ready to Run train set instruction video. And of course, this has an actual print date, September 3rd, 2004. So I'm gonna put these back and then, yeah, on to the next bin, starting with the Lionel 00 HO in Action 2001 VHS. Yeah, I'm probably going to go a bit quicker with these ones since there's a lot and my legs are already killing me, making me really tired. So here's part 12, original 2000, Alpha Prince 12, original 2003 tape. And told you guys I had the 2005 reprinted part 12. This is a 2006 reprint, though, March 15th, 2006. Here's the Great Montana Train Ride in National Parks in the North. As you know, I got a 2005 print of this earlier this year, but I wanted to put it in the original 97 tape shell, so that way it would work better, and it does now. So that's great. Here's the Isle of Big Machines Part 1 Canadian tape, cartridge number 3 out of 4. The Isle of Big Machines Part 1 2005 VHS. Well, 2004 case, but 2005 tape. June 20th, 2005. Magic of Lionel 4, 1997 tape. And I also have the Magic of Lionel parts 1, 2, and 3 box set. So let me show those tapes quickly. So here's part 1. Again, but this one is the version that says the Magic of Lionel part 1. That's why it's in here. And I got Magic of Lionel 2. And of course, we got Magic of Lionel 3 as well. Yep. So now I'm going to put those back. So yeah, here we go. The next pile. Start off with the making of the Lionel Scale Hudson 1999 tape. And I got the Lionel Legends 2, the Hudson 2001 VHS. Toy Train Accessories Part 1, 1998 tape. Original version, because I got original one last year. And I also have Toy Train Accessories 2, of course. And fun fact, this one actually, on Davis the Train Guy's copy of this tape, there was no like catenary system by PJ Fusco. There's like no credit thing that's after the Santa Fe diesel going through the passenger station thing. On his one, it just fades to black after the Santa Fe diesel scene that I mentioned. But there also is an additional scene of credits on my tape and on the DVD, which like catenary system by PJ Fusco, like Steel Toys, um, layout managers by the Inkwell with a Virginian passing a Lionel billboard sign. Yeah, my copy has that. So I'm not sure if mine's a later printing or an earlier printing. I think it's a later print, but just want to throw that out there. Anyway, here's Great Lionel Layouts Part 2. Well, 1996? No, 1997. And we got the original copy of I Love Toy Trains 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, there are things on the top of this one. And we got I Love Cat Machines 4 from 2002. And All About Cowboys Part 1, 2004. Original print, because I originally had a 2005 print of this, and its sequel right here, but I since got rid of those copies. Although I think I've come to the realization that the 2005 prints have the title card looking like this, while the 2003 ones actually have like a different title card and like Arial rounded empty, no, Arial round, no, sorry, Arial font and like yellow text, I think. It's like weird. Yeah. So apparently there are two versions of that tape. So anyway, last one of this bin is All Aboard America's Best Model Trains, 2001 re-release, where a label for some reason says all about America's Best Model Trains. But anyway, I'm gonna pause recording. Pause the recording. On to the next bin, next pile. I'll Toy Trains parts one, two, three. Well, no, I'll Toy Trains demo tape. This one has the promo that's seen on that Magic Lino 4 tape repeated for like 90 minutes. Yeah. I don't remember if it had the silent color bar screen in depth, but yeah. Anyway, also trains the music video. This is a later version because it has the MJ Trains promo. Well, I know that the VHS and CD Brony, aka Josh, has an earlier printing that has the trains featured in this video are by MJ Selector Train screen, and then like a screen that says Jim Coffey's lyrics can be found on the following webpage, and then like a web address. I hope to find that copy someday. Anyway, here's the History of Lionel Trains 1999 one, the slipcover version. Uh, Lionel the Movie 1 from 1997, of course. Celebrity Train Layouts, Tom Snyder. This is an ink label version. The 2004 print of Great Toy Train Layouts of America, Part 1, has the same master as on the DVD version. We got all four All About John Deere volumes. So here's Part 1. This one has printings on the top, tape. You can get it out. Part 2. This one is, the case is not in the best condition, but I don't care. Print date is June 28th, 2005. Part 3. It says 2006 on the back, but the print date's August 12th, 2005. So, yeah. They must have, TM must have like forward dated this tape to make it say 2006 rather than 2005, but whatever. And the rarest tape of all. Well, the last TM tape ever made, All About John Deere 4 from 2006. And the case is not in great shape, but still. April 25th, 2006. April 25th, 2006, if you didn't hear that. And I got this in like 2016, so that's why the case is not in the great shape, but I'm going to put these back now, so yeah. Okay, we are almost done. I got three more piles left, so let's go. So, Toy Trains and Christmas 1, the original 1997 release. There we go. Toy Train's Christmas 2. Again, original 1997 release. I used to have a copy that was like a 1999 re-release because it had the MTH Train screen at the end before the credits. Here's Toy Train's Christmas 3. For this and Toy Train's Christmas 1, I used to have 2002 versions of these, or like 2000 versions, because they had the promo, the MTH Trains promo, but now I have this one, the original 1999 tape, which is red. I know Davis the Train Guy's copy is a black version, but it has the MTH Train screen. And the We Wish You a Merry Christmas credits music is actually uh for the closing one, like the Santa Claus Gate Man, that part of the music is played repeated twice for some reason on that version. So yeah. Four Trains and Christmas Holiday Music, 1999, original printing. Can actually move these up here. There we go. Toy Train Christmas Memories, 2002. I Love Time Machines Part 1, I mean 3, original 2001 release. I Love Lionel, original 2000 VHS. Then we got Oh No, 2002. And unlike my copy, which I showed previously in that collection video, this one is complete. It is not played overplayed. So that is awesome. And then we got I Love Big Machines Part 1, 1994 tape. However, this is a 2002 reprint. See, has printing on top. And the last tape with this pile is Celebrity Train Layouts Manny Patinkin from 2003. And this one was moldy, so I had to fix it. So it plays better now, but it's not really well. Yeah, I guess it is perfect. I guess it plays perfectly now. But I'm gonna put these back. Okay, two more piles left. Here's Richard Coon's Train Layouts and Collections from 2004. Great Line on Layouts Part 1, 1996. Great MTH Layouts 2 from 2002. Or do have the first one, which I'll show soon. Line on the Movie 2, 1997. The 97 re-release of the new Lionel showroom layout and how it was built under the name The Making of the New Lionel showroom layout. So yeah. However, this is a 2003 reprint. I know David the Train Guys and Sean Mass's copies are 2005 reprints. However, this is a 2003 reprint because there's no print date, nor even any printings on the top. Here's the Lionel Collectors Club of America 23rd Annual Convention tape from 1994. Isle of Four Trains 10, original release 2002/2001. Well, I think it was released in late 2001. Then we got Toys of the Past from 1998. American Flyer 2, 2001. And All Aboard America's Best Mom Trains, the original 1994 release. And we all know what this tape has at the end. And it's also an LP mode. And yeah, it says 30 minutes, but it's actually 60 minutes. So, yep. All right. One more pile to go. So here's Isle of Cat Machines 2. It says it's the 95 case, but it's a 2005 reprint with a 2003 master. And the print date is October 5th, 2005. Here's the original Fun and Thrills of the American Flyer Part 1 tape. Had to put a homemade end label on there because the original one was torn off. Here's Gray MGH Layouts Part 1, the later 2000 version that has the MTH Trains promo on it. Here's the Great Train Story VHS from 2006. However, this is an early pressing because it's printed on December 6th, 2005. Then we got A Lionel Christmas Part 1. I know the VHS and CD Brony has this tape, aka, of course, Josh. And this was his first TM tape he ever received, by the way. Here's Baby Loves Trains, 2004. This one has a dark label. It's not sticker because it doesn't really feel like a sticker, but still. Here's the 2001 re-release of the remaking of the 1949 now showroom layout. However, this is a 2002 or 2003 reprint. As you can see, and we got with Christmas, the 2000 version. This one also has like a dark type label. And it's also, of course, recycled as well. Same with Baby Loves Trains. And then the Station at City Corp Center, 1998 tape. It's recorded on a 3M cassette, which is pretty interesting, I'd say. And the last TM tape in my collection is Yoga Kids from 1996. It also came with an insert, a business reply card. Yep, a business reply card. Also, it's printing on the side. But I finally did it. I finally did my 2025 TM Books and Video VHS collection. And I'm glad I did because you people probably would have kept asking me for it anyway. So I did it. So that's going to be it for this collection video. So as always, peace out.